Everybody. Good morning, each and everyone, horse racing family, yard beat family. And please remember to like and share this video. And you're on the Good Morning Yard Beat TV show. I am Anthony Johnson. Thank you for joining me here, one and all. Your fun pack weekend of horse racing. We'll be having horse racing at Caymanas Park on Saturday and also on Sunday. So, good weekend card this weekend at Caymanas Park. Thank you for joining me here on Yardbeat TV. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe to this YouTube channel, Yardbeat TV. And please remember to press the notification bell so whenever our content is dropped, you will be notified. And please remember to like and share. And please remember to leave a comment in the comment section. If you have any growls or anything to say, please leave it in the comment section. We will answer that for you. Thank you very much for joining me here on the Good Morning Yard BTV show. I am Anthony Johnson, and as I say, remember to like and share. Let us grow this YouTube channel, Yard BTV. Let us try and reach over 3,000 subscribers before the end of this year. I'm imploring you to support this YouTube channel, Yard Beat family. Please support this YouTube channel, Yard Beat family. Okay, we'll be looking at the plan. Please remember, before I even go further, please remember the race day preview will be up at approximately 5 p.m. this evening. 5 p.m. this evening on the Yard Beat program. So 5 p.m. look out for race day preview on this Yard Beat platform here, and we will choose some winners for you this afternoon. Lot of information is circling around the air, so we'll share them with you and we will discuss horse racing after the Yard Beat program. And please remember that the information corner is approximately 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. Each and every Saturday morning at 9 a.m. we will our new program information corner will take the spotlight. So please join us there in the morning each and every Saturday morning at approximately 9 a.m. on this Yard Beat TV channel. Good Morning Yard Beat TV show. Okay, we have 10 races on the card. We see Mahogany look as if he will have a simple task come tomorrow afternoon. 5 furlong round, 57 kilo. With that race, he will be basically in the multi-mile. So all is well so far based on what I'm seeing for Mahogany. Okay, 10 races on the card tomorrow afternoon. And please remember that the race day preview will be up later on in the afternoon. Okay, we'll be taking a look. I've promised you guys that we'll be taking a look at the Tom Durkin interview. And I was unable to show it yesterday morning, but it will be my first priority this morning. So let's have a look at the interview with one of the best. He has retired now from commentary. That's Tom Durkin. And next week we'll be taking a look at our own Jamaican Brian Spuddy Rickman. So enjoy this little interview with Tom Durkin, one of America's best commentator. He will give you tips about commentary.
We're here with Tom Durkin, race caller for the NYRA tracks. Tom, thank you for joining us.
My pleasure.
How long have you been the race caller for NYRA?
My first day was opening day at Belmont Park, August 29th, 1991.
And before
1990, excuse me.
Before that, you called races where?
Everywhere. I called races in Wisconsin fairs, the Wyawega County Fair, the Beaver Dam County Fair, big tracks like that. Quad City Downs, Balmoral Park, Cahokia Downs, Tampa Bay Downs, Thistle Downs, Hialeah, Gulfstream, Meadowlands, and for ESPN about 20 other tracks in 4 different countries.
So when NYRA called to have you come on, was that like making it to the big leagues?
Well, I had, by the time I got the NYRA job, I had been doing the Breeders' Cup for 6 years, so it was great, though. I was thrilled to death.
What are some of the most memorable races you've called?
The Breeders' Cup Classics, a couple of those were fabulous. Ferdinand and Ali Sheba.
Ali Sheba on the outside, Ferdinand, Jockey on the outside, Ali Sheba, Ferdinand has the lead, Ali Sheba, a final surge, the two Derby winners hit the wire together, Ferdinand and Ali Sheba in a dramatic...
And Ali Sheba the next year when he won in the dark at Churchill, cigars races, many of his races.
Coming down to the last furlong with a 2.5 length lead, and Jerry Bailey calls on Cigar for everything he has. The Carriers.
There's just a lot of great races I've been able to see.
Unbeatable Cigar!
At Saratoga, it's hard to call the races here. They didn't have an announcer for the first 70 years, so this announcer's booth is a complete afterthought. I have no trouble calling a race as long as I can see the horses, but here they like to disappear behind trees. There's a number of beams and structures that are in front of my view looking into the clubhouse turn. I'm very low here. You want to be up high. I'm up 94 feet in the air at Belmont, here maybe 30-some. So, when those horses get stacked up here at Saratoga, it's really hard to see the horses that are on the outside. Also in the fourth, 2 jockey changes, number 13, Wise Choice, Jamie Rodriguez, and 14, My Honey Lori, Javier Castellano. If you had to design an announcer's booth, you would not design this one. But it remains my favorite place to work.
Now, how do you prepare for each race?
Well, one of the things I do is color into the program, sort of like the colors that the jockeys are wearing. I put them over on this side of the program over here. That way I can look, and for instance, this race I see 3 horses are going to be wearing yellow. So before I open my big mouth, when those horses come around, I've got to make sure that I see the other things that are there, distinguishing elements like a blinkers or a hat or a stripe here, a stripe there. I'll do that, and then I'll try to figure out how the race is going to be run strategically as far as the jockeys are concerned. Take a look and get a kind of idea what the pace is going to be like, and work out a couple scenarios in my head. And then I have a book, this book right here I refer to, and this has stuff to say. It takes about 45 minutes to read it. I try to read it every day, although sometimes I can't get through it all. And it's just different things to say. The first page here lists very, very fast, words for very, very fast, then words for very fast, then words for fast, then words for sort of fast, then words for even, words for slow, slower, and slowest. So some of the very, very fast would be runaway, frenzied, scalding, absurdly fast, frantic, vicious, gut-wrenching, imprudent, ruthless, cutthroat, brutal, and it goes all the way down. And between that and at the end, plodding along, pedestrian, glacial, snail-like, somnambulant. So if a certain situation is there, the words will be there for me. I tell you, the night before Smarty Jones' race, I was so confident that he was going to do it. I actually went out and I got one of those measuring devices, that the surveyors use. It's on a wheel and you measure it out. And I measured out 31 lengths on the rail. That was the distance that Secretariat won by, because I thought he might win by that much. And I put a mark on the rail that night. That's how confident I was in what Smarty Jones was going to do the next day. And then he runs the third quarter in his race in 22-3, and that was it.
And Smarty Jones enters the stretch to the roar of 120,000, but Birdstone is going to make him earn it today. The whip is out on Smarty Jones. It's been 26 years. It's just 1 furlong away. Birdstone is an outside front. They're coming down to the finish. Can Smarty Jones hold on? Here comes Birdstone. Birdstone surges past. Birdstone wins the Belmont Stakes.
Well, it was very deflating, and as a matter of fact, a guy wrote in the New York Times the next day, was probably the most non-celebratory win call in sports broadcasting. Elter Star, Elter Star, Elter Star, Spot of Hand, Spot of Hand, Spot of Hand, Star for a day, Star for a day, Star for a day. Harness announcer, I used to call harness races at the Meadowlands, named a horse, She Sells Seashells, of course. There was a horse called Yakahikamicadola, Flat Fleet Feet. But I did get Flat Fleet Feet right. Flat Fleet Feet flies 4 furlongs in 44 and 4. So, I just said to the owner, there you go. You try to get me.
Waiting for Star for a Day and Elter Star.
The jockeys' names are, sometimes I just have to ask them. Like we have Jaime Rodriguez, he doesn't like to be called Jaime. He wants to be called Jamie. So it's their prerogative.
They're in the gate.
I tell you what's great now is having Google some name that you don't realize. You just, Google it and, comes up and it even gives you pronunciations for all sorts of stuff.
And they're off. And it's Spirit of Cochise who goes racing to the lead immediately. A length and a half ahead of Kaish Electronica, who runs along in second. Spite of Hand hustled up to stay close there. And a break of 7 or 8 lengths back to Star for a Day and Elter Star. Racing to the half-mile pole.
Generally speaking, what I'll do is get a few horses out of the gate, go through the field, and then I'll take my binoculars from the back to the front. Just kind of, and I'll use a transition phrase like, now the field is moving into the far turn.
Around the far turn, 3 of them still doing battle here.
When I'm saying something like that, those transitional phrases, what I'm doing is actually buying a little time so I can take my binoculars from the back of the pack and go to the front, check everybody out, and then get in my head like who's going to be moving.
45 and 2/5 seconds, 3/16 from the line, and Spirit of Cochise hanging tough. Spirit of Cochise, Kaish Electronica fighting on.
I concentrate a little bit more on the favorite than I do on the other horses. On a heavy favorite, I concentrate a lot more. On a champion, I concentrate a lot more.
Electronica draws away in the final 16th of a mile. Spirit of Cochise was second. Spite of Hand was third.
But it's fairly formulaic.
Number 1, Kaish Electronica was first. Number 2, Spirit of Cochise was second. Number 5, Spite of Hand was third. And 6, Star for a Day was fourth. The results are non-official. 1, 2, 5, and 6.
You're going to be retiring in 2015?
Well, yeah, the plan is to retire in 2015, but like I said, God laughs at people who make plans. I don't miss the pressure, I'll tell you that. I will not miss the stress. But check back in 4 years and I'll tell you.
There you have it. The great Tom Durkin, now retired. Food for thoughts out there, each and every one. Well, when we talk about Jamaican local horse racing and our celebrated jockeys, the first 2 names come to mind is Winston Fanner-Griffiths and Emilia Rodriguez. This morning, we'll pay homage to both of those riders. Winston Fanner-Griffiths and Emilia Rodriguez both retired from the pigskin, but Winston Griffiths is basically taking up the mantle of being a trainer, while Emilia Rodriguez is buying young horses for resales, and he take up that mantle sometime late last year. So congratulations to Emilia Rodriguez buying some youngsters, putting them out there for sale, and even running them at the Belmont track in the United States of America. Let's have a look now at Winston Fanner-Griffiths. A short story about the champion jockey Winston Fanner-Griffiths, former champion jockey. Yes, Winston Fanner-Griffiths, the man who holds the record of riding the most winners at Caymanas Park. He ride 1,664. He retired from racing in 2015. And we remember that in 1975, he won his first race on a horse by the name of Otter Bliss. Same year, he started riding. 6 years after, he won his first derby on Royal Dad. for the great late Kenneth Mattis. He won 5 championships. His first was in 1978, his second 1979. 1980 he won his third, 1981 his fourth, and he won in 1995. Fana, aka the Great One, and most people call him Fandangles, won 44 classics. In all, he won 11 derbies for the great Philip Fiani. 4 1,000 Guineas for Fiani, 8 2,000 Guineas for Fiani, and 3 Oaks for the great Fiani. He was entered in the Guinness Book of World Record in 1992 when he won 5 classic, the combination of Philip Fiani and himself, Winston Fana Griffiths. In 1993, they had 3 more entering the Guinness Book of World Record once again when they won 8 classic. They combined and won 8 classic. Horses like Taifuchi and Milligram. Well done, Winston Fana Griffiths. We take time out now to look at Winston Fana Griffiths' first derby in Jamaica. Okay, there we have it. And now we'll take a look at the little short snapsness of Emilio Bimbo Rodriguez.
From his first victory aged 15 to his last nearly 50 years later, jockey Emilio Michael Rodriguez was a brilliant reinsman who became a racing icon. But how did it all begin?
My first encounter with horses, I was living in Barbican. There was a chestnut horse with white face. I can't forget that horse, was in Barbican in a field. So I used to go over there and pet that horse. And, the owner let me, take, but I say, touch him. So that is my first encounter with horses.
Affectionately nicknamed Bimbo and regarded as one of the all-time great Jamaican jockeys who rode over 1,000 winners at Caymanas Park and an additional 100 overseas, Bimbo said he always wanted to be the best.
My first ride on the track was a horse called Butcher Boy. My first winner was on Bright Star for A.E. Billy Williams, and my second winner was Bright Star.
But his first real breakthrough as a talented rider came when he was asked to be the #1 jockey for the powerful stables of the late Ren Gonzalez.
My first break I get for riding for a stable, it was Ren Gonzalez. I was at Sabina Park. Vinyl Birds saw me and went to Gonzalez and tell Gonzalez they must use me because I look like I'm a very good rider.
He was champion jockey on 4 occasions, 1982, 84, 85, and 87, during which time he had a great rivalry with such legends as George Hosang, Winston Griffiths, and Charles Hussey, just to name a few.
I don't take off a rider off a horse. The trainer requested my skill to ride that horse for them to be successful. Riding a prestigious race like the Derby and winning a Derby anywhere in your career, that's a milestone.
And Thornbird is hanging on here from Stater, and my apology to land the Derby. Thornbird only just devastated my apology and a beacon Derby.
Viewed by many as charismatic, he was a man with fierce determination and a life story which took him places.
Royal Descent, 24 to 1. It's upset time in the Pearl Necklace.
Winning the 1,000 and the 2,000 guineas, the Oaks, the Derby, and the St. Ledger. For a jockey to achieve, for me to achieve that, it's an honor.
So what is Emilio doing these days?
I'm taking it easy right now. Right now, I'm going into a phase of buying some yearling and selling them as 2-year-olds.
That's how we leave the winner's enclosure from another Where Are They Now?
Yeah, so there we have it. One of the greatest, our legend, Emilio Bimbo Rodriguez. Jamaican. I think he is more revered by the Jamaica than even Georgia Sang. He's well loved by the racing turf fight, the racing fans, all the Jamaicans in the diaspora. Well recognized name, Emilio Bimbo Rodriguez. Yes, he's made his transition doing other things. He's buying young horses and he's selling young horses. He has a few in at the Gulf Street at the Naira racetrack that is Aqueduct and Belmont. And I'm wishing him all the best. You found job, Emilio Bimbo Rodriguez. Okay, good morning, Dwayne Johnson, Brian Parchment, Clive Gordon, good morning, Leroy Parcel, good morning. Thank you for joining me on the Yard Beat program. Okay, Brian, I will answer your question. What, Mr. Johnson, what do you know about Newness Runner, Papalant? Okay, he's coming in with a very low speed figure. I think he should be competitive against these. He's well bred, and based on his pedigree, he has run a mile and 16 at the Gulfstream racetrack, finishing third. Was bet down at about 72 that day, and I'm expecting him with improvement to run a good race. He's not as standout as the horse that ran last week by the name of American Top, and Propellant has run 3 races so far, and all are made $10,000. I think when he made his debut, it was a $16,000 claimer, and his last one was a $10,000 claimer. He was trained then by the trainer name slipped me so far. I will before the program is out, I will tell you that Mike Maker. He was trained then by Mike Maker, and I expected him to run a good race. The his speed rating is 64, 63, and 60. So not much to write home about, because American Top was bordering 98, 99, and 95. So American Top is a far, far superior horse. And I'm expecting him to, even though I'm expecting him to run good tomorrow, you have to be careful how you use this horse. He's well bred by Intermischief, so he has the pedigree. If he improve above that 64 speed rating, he will win. But that is what I know about this horse. So you have to tread carefully. Not saying he can't win. He, based on his pedigree, he should improve. He's well bred. So, but he's not as imperious as the horse that won last week. So, yes. Yes, Clive Gardner, if he lives up to his breeding, it should not be a race. But his speed figure, when I check his speed rating, it is very low, 64, 60, 63, in that region. So he's not as outstanding as American Top, or the next one by the name of Rough Entry, who has a speed figure of 104, the highest, 102, 101, 99. So let us see. He should improve based on his pedigree, but you have to be careful. I'm just giving out that one in each and every one. Yes, Leroy, yes, Leroy Parcel, Emilio Rodriguez, big jockey. Yes, thank you for joining me here, Clive Gordon. Yeah, avid racehorse analyst and good friend of mine, Dwayne Johnson. Yes, and the question, Dwayne Johnson, I'm not certain about if the cash pot if they are still sponsoring the young 2-year-old race. It seems as if I'm not certain. I couldn't give you an answer on that, but as soon as I get the information, I will let you guys know on this YouTube channel. Yes, I'm not certain if the cash pot is still sponsoring the 2-year-old race. Yes. Okay, racing fans, we come to the end of the program, short and spicy. Thank you for joining me here on Yard B TV, on the Good Morning Yard B TV show. Thank you very much for joining me. It's a pleasure interacting with you, Brian Pennant. Respect. Okay, Leroy Parcel. I can remember one year I was at the racetrack when Bimbo Ride Spectacular won and George Road I Shall Return. That race was great. Yes, I was at the track that day. Yes, was a brilliant ride by Georgia Song, Emilio Rodriguez on Spectacular One, Georgia Song on I Shall Return. Bring the house down that day. Yes, fantastic race. So there we have it, racing fans. Thank you very much, Yardbeat family. And if you are watching this video and haven't subscribed as yet, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. The door is open for you to come and subscribe. Come and join the family. And please remember, when you are watching the video and the ads are up, the advertisement, please watch out the advertisement. That's the way how we make our money. I'm depending on you guys. Please help me grow this YouTube channel. You need to pay attention to the ads. Please watch the ads for me. Watch out the advertisement. That's the way how I make my money. So I'm depending on you, Yardbeat family. And please remember, we have race day preview at approximately 5 p.m. this afternoon. And in the morning, we have information corner at approximately 9 a.m. So please remember now to like, share, and subscribe, and tune in later on, and tune in the morning. So later on, race day preview, 5 p.m. on this YouTube channel. Thank you very much, Yardbeat family. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for supporting this YouTube channel, and have a wonderful day now.
Waiting for By the Moon, Raya Binka and Bonnie Kay. There in the gate. And they're off. Bonnie Kay breaking for that lead from that far outside post. Between horses, Darling Sky and Winter Dawn, and they are racing toward the front down the backstretch run. Condo Commando squeezes through an opening down toward the rail. She's looking for the lead, too. By the Moon is now running in fifth. Angela Renee has come out sixth. She's only about 4 lengths from the lead. Then a break of 4 back to Lady Zuzu, and Raya Binka trails the field. In the slop, a quarter in 22 2. And it's Condo Commando. The leader as the field moves into the far turn. Bonnie Kay is on the chase second. By the Moon on the outside. Angela Renee's trying to come on through between horses. Down toward the inside, Darling Sky. Around the far turn, Condo Commando doing it easily. Opening up a 2.5 length lead here. Ran a half in 45 4/5 seconds. So it's Condo Commando to catch as they come to the top of the stretch. By the Moon is chasing her. Angela Renee has dropped 7 lengths off the lead. Then farther back, it's Darling Sky. And it is Condo Commando splashing down the stretch here at the Spa. And she's all alone for the final furlong of the spinaway. And then it's By the Moon, and farther back, Angela Renee coming down to the finish. Condo Commando was splash-tastic. By the Moon second. Angela Renee third.